Hello everyone, the Jay Gitz here, back playing Magic once again. Um, and I have a deck to share with you, and we're going to play it a little bit on Magic Online. It's a black-green Pox-like list. I say Pox-like list because it plays a lot of the tools that Pox does, but it's not like your normal Pox list. It runs creatures that you want to keep on the battlefield, like Deathrite Shaman. Um, and the reason why it can justify playing cards like Deathrite Shaman, even though we have tons of symmetrical sacrifice effects like Smallpox and Innocent Blood, is because we have Bitter Blossom. And Bitter Blossom is going to help us protect our creatures. It's going to provide an early threat, and it will also enable our Contamination Lock, which should hopefully be able to shut down a bunch of decks. And this is a pretty neat interaction for those of you that don't know. Contamination makes everything tap for black instead of its normal color and amount. So, City of Traders doesn't tap for 2, it taps for black. Um, but at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice a creature, which is where Bitter Blossom comes in. It gives us creatures every turn. If Bitter Blossom gets destroyed or we don't have it, another way to keep it active is with Crucible of Worlds and Dryad Arbor. Another option is Nether Spirit, but I'm not really running that in this list. So we want to kill them with either Deathrite Shamans and Bitter Blossom Fairies, or we want to kill them with the Thespian Stage Dark Depths combo. All the meanwhile doing all the fun stuff that Pox does. We want to be Smallpox, we want to be Hymn to Toroking, we want to be playing our Lilianas. Um, and that's pretty much the gist of the deck. We're not running any turn 1 discard spells other than Hymn to Torok, which hopefully we can get out in turn 1 with our Mox Diamonds. Um, I'm missing, a bunch of the expensive lands because this is Magic Online and I like paper magic more than I do digital magic, so I put my money towards digital. But, we have a couple of, iffy lands. I'm not running dual lands, I'm not running wastelands, which makes the deck weaker. It really does. Um, but, it's for fun. So I'm going to shut up now and we're going to give this a whirl and play some games. Okay, we've found an opponent. Let me start up some music. And this hand, it's not bad. Turn 1 Hymn to Tarok, turn 2 Liliana. I'm all for it. We're going to be dishing our Dark Depths. Um, but other than that, it seems pretty solid. So we are not going to mulligan. Got some music going on in the background from the Bastion soundtrack. And let's see what's going on here. So I could play turn 1 Bitter Blossom, but I like him as an opener better. So play our Swamp, prevent, spell pierces and mean nasty things like that. More than likely he's probably going to Brainstorm turn 1. That's what we generally see in this kind of situation, especially after a hymn. So let's see him protect his cards with Brainstorm. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it seems we have some sort of brew. Maybe it's a Helm combo deck with Rest in Peace and something like that. Or I have no idea what it is. Huh, whoa. That turns off our Dark Depths plan, but that's okay, because we got all sorts of cool stuff. This still can be a Helm Rest in Peace deck. Really want to play the Liliana. He's got 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I have to play her. I do want to get Bitter Blossom online, but it just seems Liliana's going to be really big right now. And actually, with Liliana, we should be able to get rid of Blood Moon. So I'm going to ditch the Swamp here, because there's nothing really in the deck that needs it. And we're gonna get our game on. Oh, it's a Painter Servant deck. Oh, excuse me. Let's see, he's putting into his hand, so I don't really know what he plans on doing. We're gonna play all our spells and do all our things. So we'll put our Overgrown Tomb into play. I would not like to pay 2 life. I'm going to play my Bitter Blossom. Going to make him sacrifice his Imperial Recruiter. And we're each going to discard a card. And oh yeah, Pox. This is what we want. We're not in a terrible situation. He can still easily come back, especially now that he has Grindstone. Um, all it takes is a Painter Servant for him to kill us. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Oh, clock is going to be on, that's for sure. I might actually Liliana next turn separate this Blood Moon and Grindstone, so we just don't lose. Oh, well. That's certainly interesting. So he's got 4 Painter Servants in that deck. He's got no way to kind of cantrip into him. He's got no advantage. So 4 to 48. I like my chances. I'm going to try and keep Liliana around. And we're going to see what happens. Because next turn I am dividing up Grindstone and Ensnaring Bridge. I could see him keeping the Ensnaring Bridge. Maybe. Huh. Of course. Let's separate your permanents. We want Ensnaring Bridges on one side. Let's see. We want you to have no lands, Blood Moon, and Ensnaring Bridge because we want you to take this pile. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he makes his correct choice. Any of those Ensnaring Bridges gone, otherwise he's going to have no land, so I'm cool with how this works out. And he elects to live, so I'm not playing this Bitter Blossom, because I don't want to die. But hopefully he should have cards in hand, and we can murder him. Commence the murdering. Oh, well, he showed us. Guess we'll each discard a card. I'm actually going to discard the Bitter Blossom here. Don't think I need it. If he somehow manages to get out a Painter Servant, I'd like to be able to kill it. And let's hope we don't die to Bitter Blossom. It's not happening. He is dead. You, sir, made the wrong choice in keeping. Not that you really had an option. At this point, we just discard and go to town. Death by Fairy. See, this is why Bitter Blossom's awesome. Like, let's say these Bitter Blossoms were Mishra's factories. We would be in trouble. Which we almost are right now. Hopefully he just gets a bunch of cards he can't play, but if he draws lands, he draws lands. And let's hope our Bitter Blossoms don't kill us while I'm trying to explain how awesome they are to all you guys. So please stop drawing lands so I can kill you. Yeah, that's certainly interesting. Worst case scenario, I can Liliana myself. And we might actually end up doing that. Oh man, I don't think I've ever done that before, but if we don't find an answer, or if he drops a land, yep, we are Lilianing ourselves. Which is kind of neat. So I'm going to Liliana myself, and we're gonna get a bunch of fairies, and we're ditching the Bitter Blossoms. So Bitter Blossom, and where is it? I have two. Overgrown two. Ah, there it is. Bitter Blossom. I'm arranging, and I will select a pile to sacrifice. So get out of here. That's really weirdly worded, and it could actually kind of cause trouble. I'm gonna play my Contamination. I would like him to not play spells. He's got a Lotus Petal, but you know, we got more than enough dudes to kill him, so let's keep this going for a little while. Yeah, you make black. You can't do anything. I guess you were kind of testing that out, weren't you? Black, black. There's Painter's Servant. He's playing the creature, so Grindstone won't kill us yet, but we got a clock. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, we got this for a little while. Yes, I'd like to sacrifice. I'd play my mountain, and we will pass the turn. I would very much like for him to draw a card that he can't play, but that might actually be the case. He seems to be drawing tons of mountains, so let's see what goes on. Yes, I'd like to sacrifice a creature. Only need 9 of them to kill you. Now I only need 8. And I don't know, swamp, sure. I am at 1 though, which is something to note. I don't think he can bolt me or anything. Maybe he can. I'm gonna sacrifice a creature. Play a farce, pass the turn. Ensnaring Bridge is kinda hosing me here. Especially his draws, my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can do this for 4 more turns. Yes, I'd like to sacrifice a creature. Why not? I'll play my mountain, comes into play tapped. This is a strong play. So, I wonder if there's even anything in his deck. Oh, actually, any red card, he can't play. And how do you play that? What did I miss? Did he actually have a Lotus Petal in play? Okay. Well, we're getting close. There's the Grindstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is getting a little rough. I didn't think it'd be this close at this point. We pass for now. Blood Moon's kind of a deal. Mills me for 2. Nabs another land. 3, 6. Wow. This is absurd. For the love of God, draw a spell you can't cast. I think we finally got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if it's an instant, then I lose. I don't think he'll be able to play 2 spells. We're gonna take the gamble and go ahead and get him to 1. And you know what? Worst case, can it? Oh my god. I forgot to attack with this guy. Or misclicked it, rather. Worst case scenario, I'm smallpoxing us to death. He's getting a good look at my deck, though. But I don't think he'll be able to play multiple spells in a turn. Yeah, he's just getting a little bit of extra information before he loses. Yep, I knew it. You had red cards in hand. Go Contamination. Alright, so to not die, we bring in Pithing Needles. We're gonna try and crop rotation, I guess, as quick as possible. If he's going for Painter's Servant, what do we do? Abrupt Decay is pretty good. Contamination's I mean, it kept us alive that game, but you know what? I don't think we'll be able to steal the game with crop rotation. I think he's going to bring in his Magus of the Moons, he's going to have his Blood Moons. 8 Blood Moon effects, definitely not a crop rotation type of deal, so we can definitely take this out. It's not going to do us much good. Suppose we might be able to get a Raven's Crime lock in there. Oh, we're at 61. Learn to count. Hopefully Pithing Needle can get us there. I'm actually going to cut a Contamination. And we're going to see how this goes. Alright, I like that. Pithing Needle is a good turn 1. He can kill Painter's Servant and Pyroblast it. But, you know, it's going to buy us a lot of time. So there's the turn 1 Grindstone, which we will promptly Pithing Needle. Grindstone. And I know I can type GR, but I did, and it didn't go to GR. So I gotta search the hard way, and he's gotta wait. Grindstone. And now he has to destroy it before he kills us. So I think we should be able to get a pretty good thing going. We just gotta draw. There's one of our combo pieces. That's always good to see. And he's got a grip full of land. Wow. Or we just nugged all his land. So let's see how this goes. Deathrite Shaman starts to put on a clock. Let's see. I'm thinking we Smallpox and then Deathrite Shaman. We're going to ditch the Thespian Stage. We'll grab it later with Crucible of Worlds. But, you know, Goblin Welder has some shenanigans, and I don't want to be a part of those shenanigans. So all is going well. We got a dude on the board who does things, and hopefully we can do things. That's cool. I don't plan on attacking you very much this game. Oh yeah, hells yeah. We're gonna go Mox Diamond, ditch our Overgrown Tomb, play our Crucible. Man, graveyard decks are sweet. I like graveyard decks. Now let's play our Thespian Stage. Maybe we'll get a copy of Ancient Tomb. Maybe I should have played a Swamp so I could have actually done something. But you know, I don't feel like we're in too much danger at the moment. He's got nothing in hand. His combo piece is locked out. And we just gotta wait to get a Dark Depths. I'll take a Liliana too. So, let's see. We'll bring back a Swamp. We'll play our Liliana. Each player will discard a card, and we'll pass this turn. Imperial Recruiter? What does that grab? Probably the Painter Servant, right? Phyrexian Revoker. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, it turns off Liliana, which I'm okay with right now. It's not really how I plan on winning this game, so... And let's start to bring on the hurt. It's not like he can attack me with his Deathrite Shaman, and I still have plenty of spells that go ahead and kill him. 2 Deathrites on the table, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, we're running out of things to exile, so it's going to buy him some time to find a Pyroblast. At least he doesn't have the Painter Servant out yet, though. Ratchet Bomb. That's going to kill my Deathrite Shamans. See if we could top deck a Pithing Needle like a champion. And, you know what? Thespian Stage is now a copy of Ancient Tomb, in case I need it. Alright. Does nothing. Can't attack, can't do anything. So we just wait here while Ratchet Bomb will blow up our Pithing Needle, which is terrible. It's going to kill our Pithing Needle and our Deathrite Shamans. Yeah, that's going to happen. Nothing we can do about it. Might as well get our value, gain some life. He loses nothing, and I lose everything. He swings at Liliana. And let's get another Overgrown Tomb. Well, that's not bad. He's going to discard the Imperial Recruiter. Gets rid of the card in his hand. So, sacrifice our land. Play our land. See, this is why I really like Crucible compared to Life from the Loam. It's not really applicable in this situation, but I could just play my lands, which is very sweet, as opposed to having to cast on Life from the Loam and, you know, dredge back. It's just a huge investment that I really don't want to have to deal with. We got our Liliana back, which is very, very cool. So let's see if we can use her to blow up all of his stuff. He is digging. That's very good for us. It means 2 of his cards on top aren't all that relevant. He's also at 6 life. I did not realize he was that low. Must have been tapping his Ancient Tomb quite a bit. Well, it's cool because his Ensnaring Bridge sort of protects my Liliana. I will never be attacked this game, but then again, that's not really how I'm going to lose this game, so... That, on the other hand, is how I'm going to lose this game, so let's see if he digs for his Painter Servant and finds it. If he draws for top, we're screwed. Irrelevant, but... Next turn, we are going to get rid of Liliana. maybe, and we're going to give him Grindstone compared to his lands, and I guess Ensnaring Bridge. We can get him rid of those two cards. He'll probably keep the top in his lands. Did I just click through my turn? No, he was doing that at end of turn. He found it. Well, that's a shame. You know what? We're gonna concede a game. We don't need to show you my deck. Well, he found the combo, and that'll happen sometimes. So, let's see. He's got top. Do we have anything that can really do anything against that? Not really. I think this is what we have to go in with. So now we know he plays top. It's not our primary Pithing Needle target, but if we have an opener with two of them, we're totally going to go for that. This video is starting to get a little bit long, so we'll see how long game 3 goes. Maybe he'll kill me quick, or maybe I'll get the lock on him quick. I am going to pause it until he finishes his sideboard and stuff. Alright, and we are back, so we would like to play first. And we will most definitely be keeping this. It's not as good as we would like, but it's a turn 1 Deathrite Shaman into something, so I would not like to mulligan. No. It's a little greedy, but I think we can afford to be greedy at this point in time. I'm going to cast the Mox Diamond, because, you know, stuff. And this will also let us accelerate turn 2 if we need to. So if we get like land Liliana, you know, in one draw step, we're going to go ahead and play that. Seeing how that's not possible in Magic, it's probably not going to go down. It's more than likely I'm going to play Pithing Needle Deathrite Shaman next turn. There we go, GRI worked, which is cool. I'm down with it. And we will beat down for 1. Now what's happening here? Of course, man, that card is so good against us. Need a Pithing Needle now. Nope. Okay. We might just be dead. But we're gonna bring on the hurt as good as we can. So he cannot play Painter Servant and activate Grindstone in the same turn, which is good. We need to find an answer, though. He doesn't have his second land. That's good to know. He does have a Sensei's Divining Top, which is not good. I will definitely Smallpox here, because, you know, nothing to activate top with is pretty sweet. I'm actually going to get rid of Innocent Blood. I don't think he's going to play a creature anytime soon. And if we can lock him out with Bitter Blossom and Contamination, I would totally love to do that. So he gets the land. I bet the deck plays a fair amount of land. From how well he's been drawing it, at least. But it's very likely we lose this game. This is not a particularly favorable matchup, but it's not unfavorable either. Let's see if we increase our Halo music, if we can go any better. Top deck like a champ. Does that affect mana abilities? Yes, it does. But he is scared of Liliana. That, on the other hand, is what I'd like to see. So we should be able to lock him out of colors. Unfortunately, he doesn't need colors to kill us. So let's see how this goes. So this should buy us some time. We're not getting Blood Moon, which is good. He's digging with the top, and he's looking for his combo. He's got his Painter Servant. All he needs is Grindstone. Goblin Welder is going to get his Grindstone back. Hopefully he doesn't have one in hand. And by one in hand, I mean Painter Servant. There's one part of the combo. Let's see how well we can top deck. So if we could stack these triggers correctly, we're going to put Contamination on the stack first, and then Bitter Blossom. So let's not screw this up. He is going to get a little bit of beat down on, but we are dead. Maybe. Yes. Not now, but we are pretty dead. So Contamination on the stack first. And always yield. And let's get our beat down on. And we lose. Well, that's an interesting matchup. Unfortunately, we didn't draw all that well, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, and I'll start up another one.